The world of the bold and the beautiful is no stranger to shocking twists and turns. And the latest developments surrounding Luna Nozawa, played by Lisa Yamada, have thrown the show into a whirlwind of uncertainty and tension. After a series of events that left the Forrester and Spencer families reeling, Luna has been arrested and charged with kidnapping and attempted murder following the violent shooting incident at the Coastal Motel. While many characters on the show are rejoicing over Luna's arrest, a far darker, more complex question remains. What will become of the child that Luna is carrying? Will Spencer Jr.'s child? And what will happen to Luna, the notorious serial killer who is now pregnant in jail? The stakes are higher than ever, as the pregnant Luna faces an uncertain future behind bars, and her unborn child's fate hangs in the balance. The Spencer family, who has been at the center of the drama surrounding Luna, has made it clear that they are not willing to let the baby be born in the harsh conditions of the prison system. Bill Spencer, Dollar Bill, and Katie Logan, Heather Tom, are especially concerned about the well-being of their grandchild, and they have arranged to keep Luna at the Spencer mansion while they await the results of a paternity test. The family is determined to ensure that the child is born under better circumstances, as they fear the potential risks of Luna giving birth in jail, where medical care is not guaranteed to meet the standards that the child deserves. The Spencer family's attempt to control the situation is admirable, but the fate of Luna's pregnancy may be out of their hands. While the Spencer family attempts to manage the situation, Luna is not without enemies. Enter Electra Forrester, played by Lania Grace, Will Spencer Jr.'s bitter girlfriend, who is determined to see Luna face the consequences of her actions. In a surprising twist, Electra secretly calls the authorities, leading to Luna's arrest. This marks a turning point for Luna, who had been under the false impression that her life would continue without further interruption. Electra's actions make it clear that she is unwilling to let Luna manipulate the situation any longer. With Luna now behind bars, the looming question remains: what will become of the child she is carrying? Luna's time in prison is anything but smooth. As a pregnant inmate, she is placed in a high-risk category, and the conditions of her confinement raise serious concerns. In a world where even non-pregnant prisoners face difficult circumstances, Luna's situation is especially precarious. While she may receive some basic medical care in prison, the reality is that the conditions for a pregnant woman behind bars are far from ideal. The possibility of her being forced to give birth in the harshest of environments, possibly even in a cold, sterile bathroom, becomes an increasingly real threat. It's not just the physical space that's a concern. The emotional and psychological toll of Luna's pregnancy could have profound effects on her mental state and her ability to care for herself and the child. Pregnancy in prison is fraught with complications, and Luna's situation is no exception. The danger of a miscarriage due to stress, lack of proper care, or even violent altercations in the prison is very real. Luna could easily find herself in the midst of a health crisis, one that the prison guards may overlook or dismiss. The harsh environment of the prison could result in Luna facing a series of medical emergencies, with little to no assistance. And while prisoners are entitled to basic health care, the reality of the situation means that Luna may not receive the care she needs in a timely manner, which could lead to catastrophic consequences for both her and the unborn child. There are also rumors swirling that Luna's pregnancy could take a tragic turn. Some fans speculate that Luna may not be able to carry the child to term due to the stress of prison life, the physical abuse she may face, or even the emotional strain of her circumstances. A confrontation in prison could lead to Luna's losing the child altogether, as her fragile state makes her particularly vulnerable to injury. In a worst-case scenario, Luna could experience a devastating miscarriage, and the child that Will Spencer Jr. had hoped to raise may be lost forever. While this scenario may be heartbreaking for Will and his family, it's also a stark reminder of the harsh reality of Luna's actions and the consequences she must face for her crimes. The idea that Luna could potentially lose the child she's carrying is a possibility that has many fans talking. Will Luna make it through the pregnancy? Will she be able to safely deliver Will's child? Or will the brutal conditions of her imprisonment claim the life of the unborn baby? These are questions that loom large in the storyline, as Luna's fate becomes increasingly uncertain with each passing day. The potential for tragedy is palpable, and it's clear that whatever happens, Luna's journey is far from over. One thing is for sure, the Spencer family is not going to let Luna's actions go unpunished. Bill Spencer, who had once tried to help Luna by bailing her out of jail, is now faced with the stark reality of the consequences of her choices. Bill's protective instincts as a grandfather will come into play, but they will be tested to their limits. Bill may find himself at odds with his own family, as the child that Luna carries becomes a point of contention. There are so many unknowns at play here, and how the Spencer family navigates these turbulent waters will be crucial in determining the outcome of Luna's storyline. Katie Logan, ever the compassionate figure, will likely continue to advocate for the unborn child, even if it means dealing with the complex and painful realities of Luna's actions. Katie's protective nature may clash with her desire for justice, as she tries to balance her maternal instincts with the need to ensure that Luna faces the consequences of her crimes. Katie's role in the family dynamic is vital, and how she supports Will and Bill during this difficult time will be key to how the story unfolds. And then there's Luna herself. The character of Luna has always been a study in complexity. Her troubled past, marked by violence and manipulation, has left her with few allies, and the weight of her actions may be catching up with her. The revelation of her pregnancy adds a layer of vulnerability to her character, but it also makes her a symbol of the consequences of unchecked power and manipulation. Luna may have been a victim of her own twisted desires, but now she faces the harsh reality of the criminal justice system. Will she be able to take responsibility for her actions, or will she continue to manipulate the people around her? Her future, like the child she carries, is uncertain, and the next steps in her journey will be filled with high stakes and emotional intensity. As the drama unfolds on The Bold and the Beautiful, Luna's storyline is poised to reach its emotional climax. Will she be able to give birth to Will's child, or will tragedy strike, leaving the Spencer family to mourn yet another loss? The possibility of Luna's miscarriage is just one of the many risks she faces while incarcerated, and the road ahead will be fraught with danger and uncertainty. But one thing is certain: The Bold and the Beautiful has set the stage for a powerful and dramatic conclusion to Luna's story. And whatever happens next will leave viewers on the edge of their seats. The fate of both Luna and her unborn child is still up in the air, and the coming weeks will bring even more twists and turns to this already tangled web of lies, love, and loss. The tension continues to build on The Bold and the Beautiful as Luna Nozawa's reign of terror shows no sign of ending, and her path to redemption seems almost impossible. Luna, once considered a mere pawn in the larger narrative of the Forrester and Spencer families, has quickly transformed into one of the most dangerous and compelling characters on the show. As the weeks unfold, her actions not only threaten the lives of those around her but also cast a dark shadow over her own future. From her chilling murder attempts to her manipulation of those who dare to get close to her, Luna's character arc has been nothing short of captivating. However, her journey is far from over, and the consequences of her actions are starting to close in on her. Luna Nozawa is a ruthless character, and if there's any doubt about her ability to kill, the events surrounding her recent actions put those doubts to rest. Not only has she attempted to kill multiple people, most notably Steffy Forrester and Liam Spencer, but she has also shown a disturbing willingness to manipulate and betray those around her to secure her position. The chilling reality is that Luna has not hesitated to harm anyone who stands in her way. And if she could get away with murder again, it's clear she would not think twice about it. The fact that she is now pregnant only adds another layer of complexity to her already volatile situation, and the show's revelations suggest that there may be even darker days ahead for Luna. John Finn Finnegan, Luna's ex-husband, and the father of her child, has become increasingly resolute in his stance against her. Finn, once a compassionate and loving man, is now grappling with the fact that the woman he once loved is capable of such heinous acts. Finn wants Luna back in prison, where he believes she belongs. But despite his firm resolve, he finds himself unable to take the necessary steps to make it happen. His indecision is fueled by the emotional turmoil he feels over their shared history. And it's clear that he's torn between his duty to protect his family and his lingering feelings for Luna. This internal conflict makes Finn's character arc all the more compelling as he wrestles with his emotions while trying to navigate the complex and dangerous web that Luna has woven. Elektra Forrester, a significant figure in Will Spencer's life, has made it clear that she has no patience for Luna and her manipulations. Elektra is determined to see justice served, and she doesn't hesitate to call the police to have Luna arrested. This marks a pivotal moment for Elektra, as she steps up to take control of the situation and make it clear that she will not let Luna escape the consequences of her actions. Elektra's willingness to take action against Luna makes her a key player in the unfolding drama, and her actions will undoubtedly have a profound impact on Luna's fate. Elektra's involvement in the storyline adds a layer of intensity, as she becomes a driving force in the pursuit of justice for the victims of Luna's crimes. But not everyone is opposed to Luna's presence in the world, especially not her mother, Poppy Nozawa. Poppy's feelings toward Luna are complicated, to say the least. While she has been deeply hurt by her daughter's actions, there's no denying that Poppy still holds a fierce love for her only child. Poppy's protective instincts come to the forefront when she learns of Luna's pregnancy. And it's clear that she will stop at nothing to ensure that her daughter's baby is born. Regardless of the consequences, Poppy believes that the child could be a chance for reconciliation, a way to heal the broken bond between mother and daughter. She is desperate to bring Luna back into her life, and with the baby on the way, Poppy may finally see an opportunity to mend the fractured relationship between them. Poppy's involvement in Luna's story introduces a new dynamic, one that pits the bond between mother and daughter against the harsh reality of Luna's crimes. As the weeks go by, Poppy becomes a pivotal character in Luna's journey, showing that even in the face of immense betrayal and hurt, a mother's love can be both a healing force and a destructive one. Poppy's willingness to fight for Luna's future, despite everything her daughter has done, is a testament to the complexity of her character. This maternal love will likely be tested in ways that none of the characters could have anticipated, especially as Luna's dangerous behavior continues to escalate. Meanwhile, the Spencer family, particularly Will Spencer, is dealing with the fallout from Luna's actions. Will, who has been caught in Luna's manipulative web, is now facing the reality of being the father of her child. Luna's pregnancy complicates everything for Will, and his feelings toward her continue to evolve. He admits to Luna that his bond with their unborn child will be unbreakable. But it's clear that Luna will never share the same sentiments. Luna's obsession with control and manipulation leaves little room for genuine emotional connection. And as the pregnancy progresses, it becomes increasingly difficult for Will to reconcile his feelings of responsibility for the child with the bitterness he feels toward Luna. Luna's actions also raise an important question. Is her behavior the result of a deeper, more complex psychological condition? Some fans have speculated that Luna's violent tendencies and manipulative behavior may be rooted in a hidden mental health issue. Could Luna's desire for control, her inability to connect with others, and her reckless disregard for human life be symptoms of a deeper psychological disorder? It's a question that the show may explore in the coming episodes, as Luna's unraveling mental state could provide crucial insight into her motivations and the dangerous path she's on. As the plot thickens, the question remains, who will stand by Luna, and who will turn their back on her? Despite the overwhelming evidence of her guilt, there may still be someone willing to help her, someone who sees beyond her crimes and believes in the possibility of redemption. That unlikely ally could very well be Remy Price, a character with a past that's shrouded in mystery. Remy, who has had his own struggles, might find himself once again taking Luna's side, perhaps out of a sense of misplaced loyalty or desperation. If Remy becomes involved, it could add a layer of unpredictability to the storyline, as he may be willing to take extreme measures to help Luna. However, Luna's most unexpected ally may be her mother, Poppy, who is determined to help Luna find a way back into her life. Poppy's belief in her daughter's potential for change may be the last hope for Luna, especially as the stakes continue to rise. While Poppy may not condone Luna's actions, she sees the unborn child as a chance to rebuild their fractured relationship. This emotional journey will likely serve as the heart of Luna's storyline in the coming weeks. As mother and daughter struggle to navigate their complicated bond, the twists and turns in Luna Nozawa's life on The Bold and the Beautiful continue to captivate audiences. And as the drama unfolds, the stakes only get higher. Luna's dangerous behavior, her tumultuous relationships with those around her, and her pregnancy will undoubtedly lead to more shocking developments. Will Luna find a way to redeem herself? Or will her past catch up with her in the most tragic of ways? Will the Spencer family allow Luna to remain in their lives? Or will her past actions drive them to sever all ties? And what will happen to the child she carries, caught between two families torn apart by lies and betrayal? The answers to these questions will shape the course of the next chapters of The Bold and the Beautiful, ensuring that Luna's journey is far from over. As the drama intensifies, the fate of Luna and her unborn child will continue to be a major focus, keeping fans eagerly awaiting what comes next.